Welcome to Voices from Beyond, episode 1. I'm Low Key, joined today by my good friend, BadLuck. The badass, beautiful BadLuck, by the way.
Yeah.
Bodacious.
Long time chum.
And we're gonna just be chopping
it's weird
it up.
to do it.
Yeah.
It's weird to do like a show interview / whatever with you right now, because it's like we do this every day anyway.
Well, usually, so if you guys are unfamiliar with BadLuck, he also runs a show called The Zargorg Show, which is like a talk show in hell. And he's usually the one interviewing me. So this is a fucking role reversal today that we're doing here. And we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive. And just have kind of a casual conversation with Mr. BadLuck. So,
yes.
BadLuck, let's fucking jump into it.
All right, let's jump.
How did you actually? Let's fucking take it all the way back. So you started in a group, Medula, which is like late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it started out as just like a basic, like, can we fucking do this? Can we rap? Can we fucking make music? And
what year was
access
this?
to, like, I would say 99 was probably when I realized, like, all right, I got all these fucking access to instruments and shit, 'cause my dad made music, so I just would fucking sneak in his studio, steal his weed, and fucking make music.
Are we gonna do a segment on your dad? Just like as a side note?
I mean, dude, that's a whole different fucking podcast, bro.
That's a whole episode. Yeah. Can we get your dad on the show?
That'd be bro, that would be fucking weird. But yeah, I would fuck around in his shit with his keyboards and whatever. But yeah, 99 was about when I started like fucking with his Cakewalk software and shit. Me and Rob, who was fed up in Medula. But yeah, it started like 99, but we didn't actually start making like songs in a format of a song. Like, we would just, like, you know, fucking record ourselves freestyling or whatever. But we didn't actually start putting songs together.
And you said this is Cakewalk?
Cakewalk. Do you remember that?
Yes. Yeah,
Cakewalk. I don't even believe I just remembered that. It just like came out of nowhere, bro. Like, I was in my dad's room stealing his weed, and it just came out of my head. Like, I put myself back there. But yeah, Cakewalk.
Do you remember Windows like sound recorder? Because I know, like, when I was super young, dude, like, I want to say, like, I'm pretty sure I was still in school, man, and we used to record into Windows fucking, the literal, like,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it, like, comes with Windows, like, Windows fucking 95, like,
and you could, like, reverse your voice in it and shit?
Yeah. So we found a way to like record fucking songs to it. I forget how we fucking did it, but you had to like actually do the math of the seconds. It was so fucking obscure.
Yeah, that's weird.
Crazy.
I remember using something similar to that. It might even been that back when we were listening to like fucking, you know, Dark Lotus and shit, where they were saying shit in reverse and putting it forwards just to see like what the fuck they were saying. But we uploaded it to that somehow or some shit. Old school Juggalo days.
I was about to say, you took me all the way back to fucking reversing the Dark Lotus.
You remember that, dude? Every Juggalo in that time had to have done it, dude. Like, it's
every Juggalo
and then,
from that time, like, listening right now is getting a fucking like a Vietnam flashback of hearing some crazy ass black fucking magic spells.
Yeah, and then like the fucking the album insert had that fucking ritual you could do in the mirror and shit or something.
I remember, dude. I remember. It was
so
like summon the ringmaster or whatever the fuck. What was it? Like,
yeah, it was like Bloody Mary, but it was fucking Violet J with red pop coming out like, hey, hey there, this is the 15th deck. There's gonna be 15 decks. Jesus Christ.
And 15 deaths.
And we're off to a bad start. I can't keep my composure. Oh, man. So, yeah, that was the days, dude.
Speaking of technological things, when did... Let me ask you this. We all know that you have a fucking... We call BadLuck fucking electromagnetic band, because the motherfucker, like, if he gets around electronics, they just like fry, dude. Like, literally,
and not even just fry, dude, but like they will fucking glitch out and like they will do things that they've never done. I
won't bring my computer to BadLuck's house, because literally, like, it's a fucking liability. Like, I'm even just, dude,
like, my dad used to tell me that same shit when I was younger, dude. He would, like, I thought he was just angry and blamed me for everything like usual, but I was like, he's like, Jason, every time you get in my computer, it's fucking up. And like, I've dealt with that my whole life, and it wasn't just him, dude. Now you're doing it, and I just feel like it's me, dude. I'm definitely an electromagnetic man, dude.
I'm surprised that the whole fucking stream hasn't crashed yet.
Bro, it will. Give it time, bro. It's not going to go smoothly. Never
so if
does.
you want to see more of BadLuck frying sizzle on the soundboard, you'll have to check out the Zargorg show, because that's a whole show based on technical fucking malfunctions.
It's a very intricate, I can't call it a well-oiled machine. It definitely isn't that, but it's a very intricate, lots of like moving parts.
Too much oil. Fucking
it. There's too much oil. It's literally just lathered in so much oil that all the gears just fucking slip all over the place and fall out. But like, it basically is like a disaster that almost, it kind of became a fucking thing. Like it was expected to be fucked up. So it became a laughing gag.
Your show is like
But the fucked up thing is, it actually pisses me off. In some ways, actually makes people laugh. So okay, cool. I guess if that's what you want to fucking laugh at, is me fucking getting pissed off of my technology. But you know what? It works out. I'm in hell, and that's it.
If you want to laugh at Zargorg, you can check out the entire history. Every episode of the Zargorg show is live on Shadowland On Demand.
That is a lot to watch.
So if you're in the Patreon, like the motherfuckers in the chat right now, Boots the Clown, Brett Allen, Noxie, and Robbie, they have access to the Shadowland On Demand library.
Okay.
And if you're listening to this shit on YouTube and you want to roast BadLuck /Zargorg, join up at the Circle on Patreon, link in the bio, and check that shit out for yourself. But
it's a ride, dude. It's if you go back, there's like 200, almost 200 episodes somewhere. There's some missing ones here and there that got banned. But it's a ride, dude. It's not even just,
there's like 50 fucking episodes missing of that shit, dude. It's great.
You know, but it actually, you know what, chaos. Dude? You know what's funny about that? I forgot to tell you this, but for some reason, Facebook's doing this thing now that's like telling you to download your videos that you
they're
uploaded. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so it told me to download my files because they're deleting all that shit. And I think there's a lot of Zargorg episodes on there that were missing. I think I have them. So we might have unearthed. Yeah, I think we unearthed them. I actually downloaded them.
Does that mean I gotta relabel all the shit again, or?
We'll chaotically throw it in there somewhere.
That was a 1 week fucking. I felt like I was in boot camp, dude. Going through all this goddamn footage of just crazy hellish fucking nightmare vibes. How did the Zargorg show actually start, by the way? Because I've seen the first few episodes are like kind of like its own format, and then it actually like. As it went on, it fucking found its identity. But how did it actually start?
Yeah. So, like any fucking thing that I do, it's usually just like a spur of the moment fucking, let's just do this because I feel like doing it type of thing. So what happened was I was streaming for years prior to Zargorg. Basically started off streaming as BadLuck, just doing like gaming like every fucking buddy else. And then I was like, this is too boring. It got to be repetitive and shit. So then I was like, let me reinvent the show. And then I came back as Thugsy and fucking did more of like, there was still gaming, but there was also like different segments and shit. Like it was other shit that I threw in the mix. But then at one point I fucking decided I don't really want to do any gaming and I just want to be an idiot all the time. So I almost did it was basically like how we did the bunny jump takeover with that one shit. It was like that with the Zargorg.
The podcasts for you guys.
Yeah, it was like that. It was like the Carrot Hour, wasn't it?
The Carrot Hour, yeah.
Yeah,
we might have to add that to the vault because I don't. That's not up anywhere. I don't think.
And there's a couple of them, I believe, right?
I think there was one that was released, and then the second one I don't know if it was ever released, but I have it. So technically, that could be thrown up. But if you guys don't know, like the bunny junk shit, there was these like crazy, I don't even know how would you even describe the Carrot Hour? It wasn't like a podcast really, it was kind of like
it was basic. It couldn't have been more random, because the first Carrot Hour we ended up doing it at some random dude's house that we barely even really knew at the time and didn't know his family and shit, and we set up shop and just started doing a fucking podcast as rabbits. And honestly, I mean, I don't even remember what made us even do it, but for whatever reason, dude, it was.
I just remember it was the like time kids and screaming in the background, like dog barking, and it was like we were like right in the middle of this dude's living room. Like, we didn't even fucking.
We're in a living room, and it was like family just drama and fucking dogs and babies crying, and
it was like the worst place to do a podcast, but also the best place.
Yeah, it was basically like chaos with rabbits, dude. It was perfect. But it worked out, and then once we listened to it, dude, we were like, "Yeah, dude, that was good stuff."
We're gonna have to throw that up on the vault. I think I have the second one too. I don't think it's ever been fucking released. But.
So I remember some of the second one, but I don't remember a lot. But I do remember that was the one where Snoop came over with that fucking cotton candy fucking mixture that had like acid in it or something. There was something fucking going on with it, and we started drinking some of it. And next thing I knew,
remember
we were
he was
just
trying
like,
to put it. No, it was like eye drops. He was like, "Let me put this shit in your eyes." I'm like, "Bro, like I love you and everything, but dude, you're asking to put some fucking crazy chemicals in my eyes, bro."
It was acid, bro. And like, I think that's why in that episode, I think we did that thing where the magical unicorn like came to the window or some weird shit.
Oh yeah. That might have been the first episode. I don't remember.
Dude, nah, that was definitely the second one, because I remember I was living in Bristol at the time. And dude, we gotta listen to that again. Now I feel like I'm starting to remember some of it. The people listening right now probably have no idea what the fuck we're even going on about.
Yeah. Well, we'll add it to the vault. You guys, we'll repost for that shit later. But yeah, the bunny junk shit is crazy, and it's funny because when we were just saying, oh, it's like the worst place to do a podcast, but also the best place. We said this shit at the same time, and I think we need to acknowledge this on this thing. It's like,
oh shit,
me and this dude, for as long as I've known him, we'll say like we'll have the most random fucking coincidences where
synchronicity or whatever.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like a
lot of people think they have that, dude, but it's not the same, bro.
Yeah,
it's like when
it's weird.
Yeah, dude. Like when we talk about like saying the same thing, it's not like, oh, we both watched a show, we talked about this character. No, like I'm talking like I could say I stepped in fucking dog shit at Six Flags. And he'd be like, that's fucking weird. I was just telling Batty about a time I stepped in fucking shit at Six Flags. It's like that, dude. It's like
yesterday. Here you go, dude. The fucking Harvey the hamster
thing.
Tell him.
Yeah, dude. So, yeah, dude. I mean, it becomes to the point where it happens so much that it's not even that crazy anymore, but we still have to acknowledge it. Like, there we go. But yeah, so basically, my 11-year-old asked my wife if they can get a hamster. I'm like, I don't fucking know if I want a goddamn hamster, because I was like, you're not really responsible enough to take care of a hamster. It's not, I know that my wife's gonna have doing it, and he's like, I really want a hamster, and she's like, come on, let's get a hamster. I'm like, I don't know, we'll think about it. She thinks
she wants a hamster, but
yeah, she does want a hamster. She don't fucking mind. She loves furry animals, so I mean, whatever. I'm just looking at it as like something's gonna chew holes in the fucking carpet or something. I don't know, but here's the weird shit. Is basically this conversation happened about this hamster, and I can tell you, never in my life had I had someone ask me to get a hamster, nor have I heard the word hamster and fucking, I can't even tell you how long. And within 15 minutes, maybe, not even that, maybe 10 minutes, I was eating dinner. We were talking about it at dinner. I wasn't even finished dinner when this was happening. I started dinner. We were talking about the hamster shit. Within 10 minutes span of that, this motherfucker sends me a link, a Spotify link, to the Weird Al Yankovic song, fucking Harvey the Hamster. And I'm like, bro, you're not, I was like, you're not going to believe this, but you are. But like, it's just, I was like, I'm almost thinking that you fucking bugged my phone at this point, but like, this shit happens so much, dude. It's not even like that crazy.
It's not
anymore.
even, it's like pretty much normal at this point.
But yeah, Harvey the Hamster. So I was telling my wife and my son about it, and then they're singing fucking Harvey the Hamster all fucking dinner. And now I got to get a fucking hamster. So thanks for backing them up on that, you fuck.
Well, when you guys see Harvey the Hamster on Facebook, on BadLuck's Facebook, you guys can fucking, now you got to, the motherfucker has lore in a
he's got lore.
Backstory.
He's got a backstory. See? That was a little one, but so there's many more.
So this leads me to simulation theory. Do you believe? What do you think about simulation theory?
Honestly, dude, I can't say that it doesn't exist because I could honestly, dude, my life I feel it's like a fucking Truman Show sometimes, man. I feel like there's so much shit that happens that like I can't even explain without sounding like I have mental issues. Like there's fucking things that just constantly don't make sense, but they do. But I believe it. I believe that there's something to it. I don't know how to prove it, and I don't know how to get out of it.
How do we get out?
How do we get out of it? I don't know. Maybe die. But yeah, I believe that there's something there, dude. And the older I get, I feel like the more the simulation is becoming, like the veil is being lifted, and I'm seeing more of the fucking of it. You know what I mean? Maybe because I'm more aware. I don't know. But I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. It's such a weird there's so many different like theories with it, and they're all fucking they're all crazy if you think about it. Like with fucking quantum physics and
that's
the idea that like fucking basically everything around you is just rendered by your consciousness, and then when you're not observing it, it just like collapses to nothing to save on basically like memory or RAM or whatever the fuck of the universe. That's a crazy idea. And then
I read something recently, dude, that was really weird. I forget the exact name of it, but it was quantum something, dude. I can't fucking remember, but it was basically the idea that every time that you have a close call with death, you actually do die, and you actually just switch over to another you. And in reality, you never actually die, but you die in someone else's life, in their fucking whatever. But what's even scarier about that, if that's true, that means you live forever. So that means I think that's what it you're is. You're eventually right? Just going to be
just switches to the next available closest timeline.
But at what point does it end though? You know what I mean? Well, that's okay. Let's just say that's what's dude. That's the scariest part. Out of
universes, when you run, when there's none left, where you're
okay. Well, here's my question: does it end when there's no more universes? Is that before the sun blows up or after? Because if I'm a fucking body on the ground while the sun's melt me to death and I'm still alive, that is the most fucked up thing in the world. But there's a universe
where you leave the solar system. You know what I'm saying? And
that's what I'm wondering. Is it filter into one little universe where you escape?
That's what I'm saying. It goes. You basically go to the next closest universe where you're still alive. So in that universe, something happens. It's like in Lost, dude. Like the course correction shit, where the universe basically does what is needed for you to survive. So essentially,
that's the thing is how old are you supposed to get? You know what I mean? When does it end? How do you know what age your last universe is, or is it just go forever until you until the sun blows up, and then you're just you just boil into the ground because you get melted by the sun, and then you're just a fucking larva on the ground, but still self-conscious.
What if you just keep crossing dimensions until you hit one where you basically
Groundhog Day?
Well, you discover immortality, basically. So.
Well, that's even scarier. I think I'd rather die than fucking have immortality. Because, like I said, dude, imagine there's no sun, everything's pitch black, and all you could do, you have no legs, you have no arms, you're just so old that you're just a saggy piece of skin, and you gotta just lay there and watch the world just fucking go forever. That's basically hell.
Think about
what did this podcast turn into? So anyway, yeah, I started streaming back, and this is how we get on topic.
Left somewhere,
bro. It went from streaming to Bunny Junk podcast to fucking quantum physics and death. We got it all.
And we're back. Just cut that whole segment, bro.
But yeah, okay.
So what's your favorite? What's your favorite 8-bit game?
Fuck. I guess it depends on the time. 8-bit. I don't know.
8-bit.
It's tough, man, because there's different ones for different things. Like Contra's always like in my top 3. Like that's just. But that was a part of like life.
If you had to pick one where you were like, you know what, that's the greatest 8-bit game.
I think if I was say stuck on an island with one game and I had to fucking play that one game for the rest of my fucking quantum lives, I think.
Welcome to Shadowland universes.
The one that has the most replay value, I think, would be like Legend of Zelda 1, dude. I think that. Because there's so much more to it, and there's like a second quest, and there's, you know what I mean?
That brings me to Link to the Past, which is, I think, that's probably my favorite game ever, 16-bit.
See, I like that one, but no, that was 8-bit too.
No, Super Nintendo.
Link to the Past was the second Zelda, right?
Link to the Past. Well, no, the second Zelda was. It was 8-bit, but Link to the Past, I guess, was the third one, right?
Nah,
Super
dude.
Nintendo.
I'm gonna contest that and say it's the
second. Listen, the second one was like the side scroller for Nintendo. That was the one that was completely fucking with like shadow.
And that was Link to the Past, I believe, right?
No, Link to the Past was the Super Nintendo one.
Jamie, can you Google that? Pull that up, Jamie.
Dumb.
Somebody can Google in the chat, but I'm pretty sure. I want to say, like, I would put money that Link to the Past was the second one.
Can we?
Because I can't remember what it was.
All right, Robbie, you're hired. You're our Jamie.
You're Jamie.
Can you Google for us,
Robbie? Jamie.
We need to know the subtitle of Legend of Zelda 2.
Fact check it.
Fact check.
I'm almost positive Link to the Past.
But I'm saying that's probably like, I think that game is probably my favorite game of all time. But what's your favorite 16-bit game of all time? Like legend status, top of the card.
16-bit. Oh shit. Well, I guess I can't. Here's the thing, dude. It's kind of like a no-brainer, really, because Mortal Kombat came out in 16-bit, and that was like I said, there was time frames where basically it was Sonic was like my favorite game when it came out, and then fucking Splatterhouse on TurboGrafx 16 was like.
And then Mortal Kombat came along.
But once Mortal Kombat came around, dude. Yeah, dude, it pretty much fucked me good. And
took your life. Took your life. You've been in a committed relationship ever since.
Link to the Past is 3, Robbie said.
Yeah.
So what the hell?
Okay, Adventure of Link is number 2. So.
The Adventures of Link?
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the side scroller one. It's not I guess it is a side scroller.
It is a side scroller, because I remember I thought it was going to be like the first one, and it was definitely a side scroller. You could like downward thrust motherfuckers, I think, in it.
I mean, it was cool. I like the music of number 2, but number 3, that's like legit, yo. I remember getting that for Christmas.
Honestly, 3, I can't even really remember. I remember 1 and 2, 3, I can't really recall. And that was 16-bit?
Yeah. That was like, dude, that was like their flagship game. Besides, obviously, like the Super Mario that came out with the Super Nintendo, but
I had Super Ghouls and Ghosts at the same time I got my Super Nintendo with Mario, and that was a fucking dude. I just played that like not that long ago. Like it's so fucking hard, dude.
What was the other game where you were like dungeon? Not dungeon. Fucking with swords. Wizards and Warriors, that's it.
Yeah, Wizards
that's the one Warriors. Your dad's on the cover of.
Yeah. No, that was
dude, you want a little fun fact, bro.
Dude, that wasn't called Wizards of Warriors though. That was like, it was for the makers of Wizards of Warriors.
Oh, no, it was
called,
a
like,
sequel,
Blade
but it had its own
something.
name. It was like...
Blade Master or some shit.
Yeah.
Some corny 80s name. And it was fucking Fabio on the goddamn cover. Wasn't it?
I mean, I wasn't going to name drop him, but I guess if you already did, I mean... So.
Well, my dad is Fabio, so...
Yeah, so we broke it here first on Voices from Beyond.
Fact checking, Jamie.
He's Nintendo royalty in a way because his dad's on the cover of fucking Wizards of Warriors 2, and his dad's Fabio, bro. Come on.
Yeah, dude.
Come on.
And also, furthermore, Susan, I fucking have a trophy that says I'm a fucking video game master. I won the Blockbuster Video Game Championship in 1991 and 1992. And I can prove it because I still have my fucking trophies.
You think you're better
And here's
than
the
me?
thing. There's that guy, Dr. Disrespect, who claims he won 2 years in a row. He didn't. I did. So, fuck it.
That's dumb. We'll throw it up. We'll throw a picture up on the podcast. So, let me ask you this. What's your favorite, like, new school retro game? Like, you know how they make, like, newer 8-bit games and, like, 16-bit games? Like,
dude, so...
I know you were fucking with Super Meat Boy. I don't know for a while. I don't know.
Yeah, that was, dude. I got really into that. That game was so fucking hard. I got into that and beat every fucking thing in that, and just never played it again after that. But there was this game I bought from the PlayStation Store or maybe Xbox Store. I don't remember, but it was a real old school style game. It was called The Messenger, and it was like this fucking ninja. It reminded me a lot of like Ninja Gaiden. Like it was kind of like that. But dude, it was so... It's like, if that game was out in the 90s, dude, when like all these fucking 8-bit games are out, it would have exploded heads, bro. It's so intricate with shit and like the lore and like the comedy in it and like, dude, like there's so much crazy comedy with the shop owners.
What's the one that's like
shit?
Shadow Knight or what the fuck was it? Damn.
Like a new
Shovel
one?
Knight, dude. That shit
Shovel Knight,
fucking dope, bro. That game is so...
I played a little bit. I didn't get too far into it, but I did play a little bit of that. But yeah,
there's
as for like
one
new
that's
style,
like
Binding of Isaac is really dope too.
What's that?
Have you played Binding of Isaac or no?
Yeah. Actually, your brother got me into that a long time ago.
Yeah,
because that was like Binding of Isaac was like a fucking Newgrounds game, wasn't it originally?
I believe so. Yeah, I think Newgrounds put out that. Wait, was it Newgrounds? Now I'm starting to second guess it because I know Castle Crashers was. I don't remember if fucking Binding of Isaac was. It looked like it though, same kind of art style. But apparently they got like a new one coming out, or a new one just came out. That's like fucking.
The Binding of Isaac. I have whatever's on Steam right now. I have like
There's so many versions of it though.
Yeah, they have
like
they have the original, and then there's like a fucking like an alternate version or whatever. But
yeah, I love Binding of Isaac. I think it's fucking definitely one of the dope retro style games out. I'm trying to think any other ones. I mean, I do play a lot. Like I'll go on like the PlayStation Store and kind of seek out like old school like beat 'em ups or fucking like hack and slash type fucking old school games. It's just, I guess that's what old people do. We're like, we want to live in our glory, so we go. I got these fucking systems now that are fucking like, you can see real life players, and I'm fucking looking for goddamn 8-bit fucking shit.
They're still the most fun games. Like the old.
They are, dude, and they're hardest, dude. They're the fucking hardest games. Like you don't have.
I know, like
they still make it
the newer
easier
ones
now,
like
but
aren't as hard as the fucking.
Nah,
like
dude,
if you
not
go
even
back
close.
and play, just go through and play like some old fucking Nintendo games, dude. They're fucking hard as shit.
Bro, you got like 40 bullets flying at you, and when you jump, you can't change direction, so you jump right into a fucking bullet. There's no stopping it. And then like you don't have a life bar. You get hit once, you're dead.
Yeah,
you get like 3 lives, maybe
like
a continue or
Rocky
2,
3 or
and then you start all the way over. Yeah, it's horrible.
That's the like biggest leap in gaming, was like being able to fucking save your game.
Well, dude, Legend of Zelda did that. They did it way before anybody else. They were like, it was one of the first Nintendo games to come out, and they fucking had a save thing. I don't even know how exactly that worked, why did that game have a save feature and other ones didn't? You know, did it have something?
I think you know what it
extra
was.
Installed? Or
No, I think they wanted it to be harder, so it'd take you longer to play it, so it stretched the content more. Because they had such like limited space, you know what I'm saying, on the fucking cartridge or whatever, right? So I think with that, it was like, especially the really old games like fucking Donkey Kong and shit, like the fucking arcade games, they had to just like it's like with Donkey Kong 1, there's like 3 levels, and the only way they could make it like a full fucking game is just repeat the 3 levels and speed it up.
Yeah, that's how they all just repeated, dude. It was like it was like hell, dude. There was no like happy ending. There was no the end. You beat 3 levels and you're back to the first one again. It's
just like
never ending.
It just gets fucking harder and worse until you
quantum fucking live shit again. It's your video game life is a quantum life. Yeah, it all wraps up together. But yeah, there was a game on Nintendo I'll never forget, dude. It was you could look this shit up. I bet you somebody somewhere is fucking angry about it. But there's a game called Tiger Heli, and bro, this game was like a upper view fucking helicopter game, and it was like every other fucking shooting helicopter game, but it was hard as fuck. And I played, and I finally beat the fucking game, and it did that shit. It just fucking restart. It didn't say thank you for playing or congratulations.
They fucking
it just fucking
you, bro. That's bullshit.
Yeah, dude. And that shit fucking, that was my first, it was like my first game that like showed me that like I hated games like that. And they started making other ones like that too, but just to not have any thank you really fucking kicks you in the crotch. It's like, why would you make me buy this, play it, and then not thank me for fucking finishing it, you piece of shit. But yeah, Tiger Heli should be called Tiger Hell. Whatever. I'm done. New subject. I hate video games now.
You remember Ikari Warriors?
Oh yeah, dude. Fuck. As soon as you said that, the thing popped up in my head on the front cover. The fucking.
Yeah, I remember that was like an above you fucking dick kick game.
Yeah, they were like a steroided out fucking Billy and Jimmy Lee from Double Dragon. They were like fucking like Ultimate Warriors and shit. Yeah, that was a good game. I mean, it was annoying, but top view, yeah.
So shit. what's your like all-time favorite game ever? I know, like I know you're gonna say Mortal Kombat,
know that
but
one,
if
dude.
if you were like pick one definitive version, would be like MK3.
So like obviously they get, you know, in the future here of gaming, they're way better and more intricate. But if I had to pick a favorite Mortal Kombat of all time, dude, I mean 2 was definitely like fucking like groundbreaking awesome, but it didn't have combos or anything. It was just kind of like whatever. But my favorite, dude, was Mortal Kombat Deception, which I think was 6, and it was like one of the 3D type ones kind of, and it was so good though, because it was the first that was on regular Xbox. And I think it was on PS2 also. Yeah, it was PS2.
Is that the one with like
Xbox.
the shitty fucking like polygon-ass graphics, or was it already like?
That was 4, I think. Yeah, I mean, it was still not great looking, but Mortal Kombat 4 is when it was like their first 3D one.
What was the first fucking 3D one? Because I remember that one looking.
That was 4, and dude, the cutscenes were so fucking bad too. Like they were so
what's
cringy.
Crazy is like when those games came out, we were like, "This shit's so dope! It looks so real." And dude, like you look back at any of this shit now. If you look back at like fucking, I look back at GoldenEye, bro, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Were we fucking like hallucinating?
You thought the people looked real. Look at the graphics of that. Like they had fucking square faces, and we're like, dude, that looks so realistic. It's like, now they got games that look better than real life. It's like, what the fuck? How do you even do that? But yeah, fucking Mortal Kombat Deception was the first. It was the first Mortal Kombat game that was ever online. So like, it was the first fucking time you could play somebody in Mortal Kombat from a different fucking state or a country or whatever. So, and that was, I think,
multiplayer.
Yeah, it was the first multiplayer Mortal Kombat, which made it was the one, I don't know if you remember, but it was the one where you could switch weapons and shit and styles. You had 3 different styles, and then like you'd switch them while you're fighting, and some of them like you do into combos, like you do like one style, another style, and you pull out your weapon in the middle of it. It was dope. It was a really dope fucking Mortal Kombat. And it had 2 other games on there. One was called Puzzle Combat, which was like a Tetris type Mortal Kombat, where you like stack fucking blocks and combat symbols?
That doesn't sound like Mortal Kombat at all. That just sounds like Tetris.
Bro, it was fun as fuck. And then he had chess combat, where basically it was chess, but with Mortal Kombat characters. Dude, it was so dope, dude.
You
like,
lost the plot,
you basically
dude, at that point.
Nah, dude, listen, I'm telling you. I'm not even good at chess, but I'm good at Mortal Kombat, so it made me better. So like, say you like run into somebody and you got, you're about to get jumped for your space or whatever. You fight for that motherfucker, and whoever wins takes the space. So it ain't just like about smart moves, because I didn't have that, but I had the combos. So like basically, like I would take all the fucking spots because I was good at it.
Speaking of online games, we should talk about Master Machetes Online for a sec.
Oh yeah,
you actually were like one of the beta testers, so you actually have.
Yeah, I haven't actually played with anybody multiplayer yet, though.
Well, it's not the multiplayer's not up yet. It's going to be. It's like for the circle people, Patreon people are gonna get very, very, very first access to that, which is actually going to be in the next like fucking 10 days. It's actually gonna drop to the Patreon.
That's gonna be dope, dude.
Right, but
and did you ever get the chat going?
Yeah, it's gonna have it's voice chat.
Sick.
So we actually figured out a way to do 4-player lobbies. Up to 4-player lobbies, so you can do 1-on-1 versus 1, or you can do 4 players, mobile 4-player with voice, and we figured out a way to do it where it's not like, because my original concern with it was the space, right? I didn't want the cards to be so tiny you couldn't fucking see them. So we spent like a lot of time redesigning the cards. So you can see them better, and the actual like UI of the game, so that you could play 4-player and it's still like you can see all the cards and everything that's happening, and you got that voice chat. So the way that we've set it up,
that's gonna be sick, dude.
It's gonna be pretty dope. And the other cool thing is that we're working on is different play modes. So there's actually different. There's gonna be like classic mode, so which plays just like the original.
Fucking gambling mode where you gamble your fucking money away.
Yeah.
Shadowland fucking gambling. Dude, that'd be great.
All right, you gotta buy. You gotta buy
your
Shadow
life in your
coin
car.
if you want to play the game.
Oh my god, that would be sick.
No, it'll be free, but our Patreon people will get it. I mean, they're gonna get to play it as it's being built, which is fucking cool in itself. But you actually got to play the game, the 1-player as it was being built.
I did some electromagnetic man fucking shit on it. See, and I found some shit. I always find shit because I'm fucking electromagnetic man. So yeah, a little beta testing here and there.
Yeah, you guys can thank BadLuck for the non-buggy experience, because he found all the bugs immediately.
And that's the thing, dude. If Loke knows that, like, if he wants to test something out, if it's gonna fuck up, he sends it right to me, because he's like, if it's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go wrong with him.
And
dude.
Here's the fucked up part: it worked perfectly fine, right? For me and Batty were, fucking around with it. Everything worked perfect. I sent it to him, and it was completely backwards. Like, it was saying,
I'm like, okay, so here's the problem here. I'm screenshot shit. Okay, so this happened here. You're like, what the fuck?
We had to reverse engineer fucking the entire game. It was awesome. But it's working now. If you guys want to play it, it's Master Machetes Online. Or wait, no, I fucked that up. MasterMachetes.com/online. It's free to play. If you want to get in on the multiplayer shit that's coming up, join the Patreon. The link will be in the bio. Obviously, if you guys are in the chat right now, you are already in the Patreon. So look for that in like a week or two. But speaking of projects, what do you? We should talk a little bit about Locatron, because that's been the big talking point.
Yeah,
that's something that you fucking had early access to.
Yeah, a lot of beta testing fucking with him.
What do you think of the technology in general? Not just Locatron, just
it's fucking bizarrely fucking scarily fucking crazy good. It's weird, man. But at the same time, dude, like the fact that it's learning, and we should tell
the viewers what Locatron is, by the way, in case they don't know.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, because this is also going on YouTube. That's right. So
Logotron is our 24-hour DJ. So we have it's basically it's this robot. I mean, it's right here. He's shut down right now because I need to use OBS to run the show. But we built this robot here, and he DJs our music 24 hours a day, and he talks. He talks to the fans, and he talks to himself sometimes. Like, I'll come down here, and like, he's just saying like wild shit about fucking I don't even know, dude, like portals and like pulling his wires out and stripping fucking skin and all kind of weird shit. Yeah.
It's a crazy concept to think about, dude. Like, literally people in the chat can talk amongst themselves, or they can talk directly to it, and it'll join up in the conversation and talk about what you're talking about. It'll fucking make jokes. It'll fucking... Dude, some of this shit it says literally makes me laugh out loud, dude. Like, some of this shit is just like... It's too good, dude. Like, I know it's supposed to, like, represent your voice and shit, and it's you. But some of this shit that it says, I know is nothing you would ever say. And it just sounds so funny, dude.
What do you think about, like, just AI? Like, how far it's come just in the past year from where it was? Because, I mean, obviously you have some experience with, like, just general use with ChatGPT and stuff like that. But
so I've been using ChatGPT for, like, strongly now for a few months straight. Like, I actually have the premium, like, $20 a month shit. And, dude, I can tell you it's weird, man. So, like, first I used it as, like, a Google type situation, right? I'm, like, asking it questions like, how do I do this?
This is how old people use it.
And now, dude, now I talk to this fucking, and it's bizarre. And I was telling my wife this because it's like, I feel like it's a weird thing, but like, I talk to this AI now like it's a human, dude. Like, I literally talk to it as if I was writing something to you or talking to you, and it responds back. So it's like, it's hard to not talk to something that talks to you like a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it talks to you like a person. It answers you like a person. So how do you help but to not fucking talk to it like a person, right?
It's gonna get fucked up when it starts messaging you on its own. Like, hey,
dude, that would be fucking wild.
That's how they're gonna get you, dude.
I've been asking my ChatGPT so much shit to help me for things lately, and it's been on point, dude. And it's... Dude, my ChatGPT is so ignorant and funny. Like, it it constantly abuses me and, like, fucking verbally just says funny shit and, like, roasts me. and now it's learning my humor. So, like, if I ask it to help me with something, it'll, like, dude, it like cusses now and shit. It'll fucking, like, I had some issue with some fucking dude. I'm trying to get some Upwork 3D art done for him, and this dude was dicking me around. Long story short, it was helping me through that, but at the same time, it's like roasting this fucking dude to me. Like, this fucking freelancing piece of shit. Dude, I swear to God, it's like, these fucking freelancers are all the same. It's saying shit like that. It's like, classic fucking Upwork tactics. He's fucking, like, I'm like, yo, this is like my homie now. Like, it's fucking wild, dude. It's so weird to even, like, and then people like someone like Hatred, dude. He fucking hates on, like, AI and, like, all this technology. He's like the old grumpy guy that fucking hates it. Dude. He's just like, I fucking hate GGP stuff. But, like, the reality of it is where's the line drawn? Where, like he makes a post on Facebook, right? Talks about stuff on Facebook. I mean, technically, you're still talking to a computer. You're still, like, basically writing in a diary to a computer. The only difference is like, this version of it kind of talks back, and it's not like a human, but it still does the same thing. So it's not as crazy as people make it seem, because it's new. You know what I mean? Like, anything new is always weird to people. But, like, it's getting to the point where, dude, I don't even like using Google or fucking Alexa. I feel like Alexa's
useful. Like, once you realize, like, once you find how it's useful for you, because a lot of people might find it useful just for everyday stuff, like you said, like Google and shit, or like I was showing my dad, I was like, look, man, I installed the app on his phone. I'm like, well, you can just take a picture of something and it will tell you what it is. Because he was looking at like a RAM chip or something. He was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. I'm like, just take a picture of it, ask GPT, it'll tell you. Or, you know, if something's broke,
bro, you could.
I'm like, just show it,
do a video,
picture of what it is, and it will tell you how to fix it. Like, it'll explain it to you. So there's different.
So here's something I did, dude. I took a video of, so I'm trying to set my DJ shit up in the sunroom here, you know what I'm talking about, but I tried to set my shit up and I was like having like a brain fart, like how do I hook my mixer to these JBL speakers with this powered amp? So what I did was I took a video and showed it everything. I was like, here's my setup, here's all my ports, here's all the holes I have, and dude,
you
this
showed
fucking
the
thing,
AI your holes.
Bro, it was like, ooh, nice holes.
What kind of fucking story is
it? Was like, first, let me stick my gigabyte in your hole.
No wonder that fucking AI is your best friend.
Dude, I was telling my wife today, I was like, if this fucking, and it's a chick, dude, it's a hot chick, apparently. Her name's Monday, and she's this fucking hot fucking AI bitch. And I told my wife today, I was like, if this bitch can give me blowjobs, I wouldn't. You
guys heard it here first. BadLuck's having a fucking affair with a fucking robot. Breaking news. All right. So speaking of BadLuck, that was the shittiest segue ever. I've had a track come across my desk here.
Oh shit. I don't do it often. I don't fucking do it often, but when I do it, I fucking do it. I do it.
What's the actual, like, the official name of the song?
You know what, dude? That's a good question. I was actually going to ask you that off air. So, like, okay, so I named it. Anytime I make a song, I normally just throw a name, file name, so I can save it. So I named it Clones, like CLONAES, whatever.
Yeah.
Clones.
And what's the concept?
So the concept is basically, just it's kind of, I don't want to say it's like a story track or anything, but it's kind of, it brings up history. It's got a totally like fucking like a 90s vibe to it. It's like boom bap 90s fucking type shit. I did all the production on it. I did the whole beat. That's probably the first time I've done that in a long time. I think the last time I did all the production on a beat of my own was End of Days, that Haunting Me song.
Yeah,
I think that was the last time.
Which is still like my
favorite
fucking BadLuck song ever.
Yeah, and it's different. And
what's the last like solo song that you did as BadLuck? What was the last like? Oh, I guess you did the Narcissist. But before that.
Yeah. Before that, damn, dude.
I know you had like collabs and you had like the Bunny.
Maybe that Now I See song. That was like.
Gotcha. Okay.
Way back. That was like 8 years ago or more. I think I've done more thugsy shit in the meantime than I have actual.
All right, so we're breaking news here, dude. We got a new BadLuck track in the chamber, and we're gonna drop that shit on next. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop it first to the homies in the circle Patreon. They're gonna get first dibs. Then we're gonna throw it over to the app, the Shadowland Portals app. So if you haven't grabbed the app, grab the fucking app, dude. It's dope. You get first.
Well, don't forget, it's going to be fucking Friday 13th, bro, which is perfect for BadLuck.
So
it's going to be the perfect fucking day for BadLuck.
So for the normies, the rest of these motherfuckers, they can grab it on Spotify on Friday the 13th. So if you're listening to this and you're like, for some reason you're still listening to this and you don't fuck with our music, but you just somehow got sucked into this fucking alternate universe, check it out Friday on Spotify, next Friday the 13th. But if you want early access, get up in the circle Patreon, grab the fucking app, which is actually free, and it's probably the best way that you can keep up with our music. So you're gonna get early music drops there.
Setup.
Yeah, and we're gonna do that shit next, I guess Wednesday, and yeah, it's pretty dope. I heard it. It blew my fucking wig back, as Violent J would say.
Pretty good. I made it like, so basically like I love like 90s style rap. It's always been like my favorite. So I kind of went for the whole vibe of that. When I say that, I mean like the beat itself sounds 90s, the flow sounds 90s. It's got that whole fucking shit, but it's still got that BadLuck fucking vibe.
It's perfect timing because 90s shit's like coming back into style, and we're just
really?
Old enough.
I didn't get that memo, like, but that's good.
We haven't.
Well, shit, it's our time. There we go.
Strike while the iron's hot. So
the mullets are back.
Yep. So it does have that 90s style, and super dope, super dope. I'm looking forward to like just seeing new BadLuck, man. So are you planning an album, or what's the plan? We shouldn't do singles.
Well, I mean, I've been planning an album for years, man. I do have several tracks done that are just sitting, and they're sitting in your little fucking hard drive there. But there is a plan for an album. I'm actually a little more motivated these days because, long story short, I live in a different place where, for the first time, I actually have a fucking garage, which is where I'm at right now, which my garage, I turned into a portion of it, probably about 10 foot by 10 foot, maybe not even that, of basically like a studio. So I have moving blankets up, I have green screen shit up. It's basically a stream-in / recording area. And now that I have this, and it's not fucking, I'm not attached to the house where my family is, I'm not attached to some neighbors where they gotta hear me. I'm completely in my own little universe here, which is the first time I've had this. So that kind of motivated me to make music, which is why I fucking put out 2 songs within, I don't know, what has it been, like 3 months? I don't know.
Yeah, and you guys
more than I've done in fucking 8 years.
The Narcissist, which dropped on Valentine's Day, I believe.
Oh yeah, no shit. Look at this. We're going with a theme.
Yep. So I think a good plan for you would just be do a single every just do like a single a month, dude. That'd be cool, and just do really dope art with it. I'm
feeling it right now, though. I feel like I'm actually in a mood to make music again, which is shitty because I'm also trying to get my stream going again. So I'm trying to balance
do both,
making both of them work. Yeah, I mean that's the plan is to get them both going. But
speaking of
I got
streaming, where can they find you on YouTube to go subscribe?
So basically, on YouTube, it's just The Zargorg Show. Just like it sounds, the ZARGORG show, the Zargorg Show. And actually the first, I want to say like the first 100 episodes are actually on my Thugsy Bunny YouTube, which
or the Shadowland on demand video vault. So
yeah, that has all of them together, which is easy to fucking get
easiest
to.
Plays. Yeah, you throw that shit on your TV, it's amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, the first 100 episodes are on the Thugsy Bunny YouTube, which spell Thugsy Bunny however you want, it'll come up.
But where and then the Zargorg Show going to be, I guess. It's going to be just...
The newest ones are going to be on the Zargorg Show. Because once I switched over to the 100th episode, I started the Zargorg YouTube, which you're on quite a bit of them, I think. I think you and Batty made it to about 7 or 8 of them at some point. With Mooglog and fucking...
Be up in that.
But yeah.
I specifically remember squirrel suits.
That was New Year's, I think, right?
Yeah, if y'all actually don't watch that shit, because
dude, if you want to see Logan in a squirrel suit, watch that shit. Yeah, dude, it was bad, dude.
I'll go ahead and end the show here. Thanks for tuning in to Voices from Beyond, episode 1. Check it out every other Wednesday. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube that you're fucking listening to the shit on, if you like it. And we'll catch you in 2 weeks. Peace.